Fantastic. No 10 plus for 125 Kobe. That is great. And so Brenda had a $400 profit day today, which was fantastic. Let me see how I pull this up. Oh, Brenda's on here as well. Brenda, $400. That is fantastic. Fantastic. Brenda's probably like, yep, that's me. Just chugging along, making some money phone flipping. Guys, I'm just guessing. I don't know. I'm not sure what people, I don't know what people think. Unless it's through messaging about phones, then I can tell exactly what they're thinking, what their fears are. I can feel how they're feeling. I can feel things through people through message negotiation that they might not even be like fully aware that they're thinking. But that's it. Only for phones. You know, you can like pick up on just little things. Like even if they're texting you and even if it's like they text you back, like one time it's like 20 seconds slower than what their normal response could be. I mean, that could be, it could be that they're a little bit hesitant. It could be that they're a little nervous. So then you can like say certain things to calm them down. Or sometimes you don't want to say anything. Sometimes it's good to let people think. It's good to let people think. You know, people want to control stuff. You want to control certain things, but you also want to let people be able to think. That's why we make the offer and then we shut up after we make the offer. We don't we just don't message anything after we make the offer, because we make the offer and then we want the customer to think. Think about that. Why? Because we can't force the customer to sell us a phone. So we make the offer. Awesome. I can give you 124 or 125 bucks for it. And then we allow there to be silence, because the customer has free will and the customer has to go into their head and the customer has to decide that, okay, that's a good deal. And then they'll message back, sounds good, when can you meet? If you try to force it, and I've seen combos where people are nervous about making the offer and giving the customer space after the offer. Awesome, I can give you 125 and I can meet you today. When's good for you? If you say that, you haven't given the customer space now to consider the offer and accept it. That's where you get flakes. I'll be free in a couple hours. Okay, and then you set up the meetup and the customer flakes. Why did the customer flake? All customers flake. Or if we're proactive, which I know Miss Brenda knows a lot about because she talked about it in her and when she came on the group chat. If we're proactive, we go back and we say, oh, when I made the offer, awesome, I can give you 125 bucks for it. Are you free when will you be free to meet? That's pushing it too hard. We make the offer, I can give you 125 for it. Then we shut up. We let the customer think about it. Because if the customer does not accept that and does not agree to that, then you can go through the whole meetup process and then the customer is going to flake. Then you're going to get a lot of flakes because he didn't micro-step it. We make the offer. Awesome, I can give you 125 bucks for it. Customer says, great. Then we know the customer has mentally accepted it, and then we know they're more likely to show up. Their chances of showing up to the meetup go up exponentially. We make the offer and the customer doesn't like it, which is okay. The customer doesn't like it. The beginner phone flipper gets a little nervous about making the offers, which is okay. Professional phone flipper, though, is okay giving the customer space and is okay with the customer saying they don't like the offer, because the professional phone flipper has gone through the script and gone through the training, and they have the skill sets to overcome the objections of price and be able to get the customer down in price and be able to re-engage the customer and be able to make the customer go from a level 3 to a level 2. And level 3s are very good. I like level 3s because if someone freaks out at you and you stay professional, a lot of times they feel bad that they freaked out at you, and then they're like more likely to close just based on that. Let me prove it to you. Has anyone here, I'm just going to throw it out there. Has anyone here ever been negotiating with a customer, and like that meme I posted on Facebook, you hit the button, you hit the second button, and you were a little bit mean to the customer, and you weren't as nice as you should have been, and you maybe went off on the customer and you might not have gone off, but you weren't very professional. And the customer comes back around, you make the offer, and the customer's like, yeah, that's too low, bro. I can't do that. And you're like, I'm just going to. It's something that feels along the lines of, good luck selling it. Good luck selling it on your own then. Those phones are 2 years old. Most people want the newer phone. That phone's 2 years old and it's got a cracked screen. And the customer comes back around, well, what would you give me for it? Has anyone here ever been rude to the customer? A little, not like an asshole, but a little bit not professional, a little bit rude. The customer was fully engaged in the convo with you, was very polite, was being vulnerable to you, then you kind of felt bad that you were kind of being an asshole to them. And the rest of the whole conversation, that was an underlying feeling that you were having. Well, I was kind of a little too mean, right? It kind of had a residual effect. Wow, I feel kind of bad. The customer was nice to me. I kind of freaked out a little bit, and the customer was nice to me. And that stays with you the entire combo, the rest of the deal. So what's great about level 3s is when you bring them back around, a lot of times they have that same exact feeling. They feel the exact same way. They feel kind of bad that they freaked out on you and you were professional and stayed in the combo 100% professional, comfortable being completely vulnerable with them. And that in and of itself can help you close the deal, because that emotion they're feeling of kind of feeling bad clouds their judgment on what they should get for the phone, and it's actually easier to get that. That's a thing that helps get them down in price, because the whole time, the rest of the thing, they have an underlying buzz feeling of, I was kind of mean to this person. Shit, I guess I'll take $50 less. I just feel kind of bad now. I just feel kind of bad. It can dramatically help you close the deal. And all these are big things. When you become aware of all these things, you can manipulate them. You can manipulate them, and then you can become aware of it. This is what I was talking about just a few minutes ago. You can become aware of these feelings in the customers that they have that they're not even aware of. And when you get good at this, and the only way you get good at this is doing a billion message negotiations, that's when business really becomes easy. That's when you're able to take all the competition. That's when you're able to close a high percentage of deals, and that's when your confidence in this business grows. But the only way to do it is, A, of course, you got to go through training in the back office so you're aware of this stuff. And B, you got to go out there and you got to try it. You got to, A, become aware of it, but you got to try it. You got to test out there, say different things, go through different things. Mike says, I get attitude with them sometimes. Yep. It's very powerful. When you can become professional and you stay calm and you let them freak out, your frame is actually stronger than theirs. And it's very, very powerful. It's very, very powerful. It's crazy. And then you'll get to the point you can just start to feel, you'll be able to like feel all their emotions with like, it's just, and it starts off kind of, it's kind of big, but then after a while, it's like more and more granular. You can just like feel everything. It's amazing. But you know, if you don't respond correctly, if you like to give yourself a nice good feeling and cuss out the customer and block their ass on Facebook for being rude to you and hurting your ego, it's going to be harder for you to experience this than when we're professional and we treat them like level 3s and we stay fully invested in the combo, and you let them freak out and you let them go crazy and you let them say some not nice stuff, but we're calm, we're nice, we're chill, everything's good. All right, guys. Hold up now, Anthony. Anthony's over there? I got to take a screenshot of this because I'm about to post this. Anthony's over there moving and shaking and picking up deals. Let me go ahead and save this to the computer real quick. Testimonial 3. That looks like that's it. Woohoo! You guys know Anthony's been doing phone flipping longer than I have. Anthony introduced me to phone flipping. Alex, hold up now. Is Alex calling me out on what the truth would be? He's absolutely right. So what do you guys want to talk about today? Well, I guess we'll just go through the let me see if I wanted to do something kind of. Let me see if we get people. See. Let's see. Maybe not. All right, never mind. Long time, Brandon. Good to see you here, Brandon. Like I can see your face too. Nice hat, nice beard, a little facial hair. Looks good. Oh, some wine? That's how you do it.
What's up, Aaron?
What's up, man?
Can you hear me all right?
Man, I hear you good.
Yeah, man, I've had a rough week, so I need the wine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with drinking a little something if you need to, or doing what you need to do.
Yeah, this quarantine's killing me, man, killing me.
Why is it killing you?
Just can't go out and do anything other than go to a grocery store or a gas station.
Oh, yeah, just like the inconvenience of it with life?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's, well, I feel like pretty much everyone here is in that boat.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that for you and for me and everyone else individually, it doesn't lessen the effect of it sucking, you know?
Exactly.
Oh, Alex Clark is also Sam? I don't know what's going on, guys. It's 2020. I have no idea what's going on anymore. Brandon wants to talk about the reach out method. So Brandon says reach out method and nuisance of it while you're building an ad base back up. I'll post a few combos here soon. Well, let me try to refresh it. Oh, there it is. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and critique some of these. So Brandon, what do you mean building an ad-like thing back up? Work to do after this. Is Brandon still on here?
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was muted again.
No.
Yeah, so haven't been phone flipping for a while. So I'm building my ad base up, so to speak, again, putting all the ads on the platforms, and been doing that consistently for about 4 or 5 days now. But I'm not getting, obviously, a lot of leads from that yet. I literally only had, I'm getting some now actually, which is kind of strange. I wants to do it during a group chat. But I've only literally before now just had 2 leads today. And so what I've been doing was 50 reach outs a day for the last 4 days straight. Because I figure, hey, if I'm not getting the leads right now, just reach out to people. And, in my head, if I was doing 50 reach outs a day, I would think that I would get at least 1 to 2 phones, minimum, even if I wasn't doing everything correctly. And yeah, I've done about 200 reach outs over the past 4 days. I haven't got 0 phones from it. And it's just been a frustrating few days. I actually had a couple deals that semi-closed, but it ended up not working out in the end because they couldn't get their iCloud off, or someone else paid a higher price before I could meet with them, those sort of things. But basically I just wanted to know, obviously you got to go through the numbers when you're doing the reach out method. But are there any other little tweaks or nuances you can make in order to have a higher closing ratio, so to speak? Because I know if your closing ratio with people coming to you is like 1 out of 5, 1 out of 6, that's really good. I would assume that with the reach out method, it's at least double that, probably 1 out of every 12 or 15 maybe. So I just wanted to get caught up on that because I know that's going to have to be my primary method right now, probably for the next few weeks. And just wanted to go from there, I guess.
Cool. Well, let's look at the convo because I see you posted it, which is always appreciated. And as anyone here knows, if there's ever an issue, you need to post it in the group. So if ads aren't sticking, for example, just saying ads aren't sticking isn't good enough because we can't see all the details. We need to know, how many accounts are we using, which platform, what's the title, what's the description, what things have we tried yet to kind of see where we are. Like, let's see if he's on here now. I think it was Lewandowski. Sorry if I say his name wrong, but his ads weren't sticking. But he posted a ton of screenshots. Everything was good. So it's like, all right, he did all these steps. So now we got to look at some advanced stuff, which would be like David Kosciuszko's borrow method, and, you know, even possibly looking in other areas and see what other people are doing and borrowing some of their strategies to see if that works. Some of the stuff we talked about, I think it was on which group chat was it? It was like it was a week ago. It's in the back office. I forget what it was called. Yeah, one thing Brandon's doing good though is he knows he needs to build it back up. So that's very good that he's doing that consistently, because we know posting ads a few days, you got to build it back up. RJ talked about, you guys saw when he was working his full-time job and he came on the Next Level group chat when he did $6,500 in profit while working 40 hours a week. He talks about he was posting ads every day for it was like 5 or 6 months. And he said he never even took a day off, because you got to build that up. And the other thing is, of course, I would say combine this with paid ads. If you got $5 a day, you, of course, want to start doing paid ads, because it's a great ROI. When your negotiating is good, you can start flipping that. It's highly recommended. Still want to be doing free platforms, of course. I get almost all my deals from free stuff. My buddy Dave Magner, who lives by me, texted me today or yesterday, and he thinks that he was at like $4,100 in profit. And he's just doing the reach out method, and he's just doing free platforms, free ads. He's not doing any pads. So you don't have to do paid ads, but paid ads can definitely help, of course. And you guys know this when you have the money. And a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll start to transition to that when their negotiating gets really good, because they can, they have the skill sets to always close deals. So, you know, they could start off with $5 and start flipping that. Sam likes paid ads, or Alex likes paid ads. I don't even know what that guy's name is anymore, guys. I'm not even sure. I'm just kidding. So let's look at this. Let's look at these combos. Let's see. Oh. Guys, give me one.
I think this was an unlocked iPhone XR, just for context.
Okay. Unlocked XR?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Nope, I'm sorry. It was a Spectrum Mobile.
Spectrum Mobile, cool. All right. Is this phone still available? Yes, it is. Okay, great. And no cracks on the phone, is that right? So very good, very good. Yep, brand new. She's talking a lot, which we like because that's a good thing. Scared this virus has them wanting me to hold on to it. I've had a lot of people wanting it. Good. Yeah, that's what I like to see. The virus is scaring people. They're not sure about the economy. I'm not sure about the economy either. But all these things, that's right. I'm in real need of money, so I want to let me go. I live in, oh, yeah, she's offering where she lives. This is hot lead. No worries, I could come meet you. Very good. This is very good. I won't waste your time. Let's see. One sec, team. All right, thank you. No worries, good. I won't waste your time. I said no worries. No worries. Let's see, it's brand new. So let's download this, and then that way we get to do this. I said no worries. I could come to you. I've had a lot of people wanting, but to scare the virus had them wanting me to hold on to it. I'm in real need of the money, so if you want it, let me know. I live in. So no words is good. I could come meet you. I would have saved this. We want to save some stuff for the negotiating. I can come to you. I got cash today. I won't waste your time. This is a little bit premature. This isn't going to kill it, Brandon, but it's like a little tiny, teeny bit premature. I'm actually a local buyer, reseller in the area. Would you take 100 if I made today with cash? So we say something like
Yeah, I remember thinking like she had written a lot to me, so I kind of wrote a lot back to her to mirror it and ease her. Didn't want her to think that I was going to try to meet her later or ship the item to her, all that stuff.
Got it. No worries. I'm actually a local reseller. I like when you say that. That's very good. No worries. I'm actually a local reseller. So I'd be happy to meet you today for it. Reseller. Would you do 100 if I met you today with cash? Something like this. I like if we can mirror them, that's good. It can actually be okay if they talk a little bit more than us, because it shows that they're more invested than we are. So no worries. I'm actually a local reseller. So I'd be happy to meet you today for it. Because I buy and sell them, would you do 100 for it? It's just a little bit strong. This is a little bit strong. I would have worded it. We're kind of splitting hairs a little bit here. This is not too bad, but it would have been something a little bit like this. No worries. I'm actually a local reseller, so I'd be happy to meet you today for it. Because this is addressing her main concern. So when you say meet today, that's very good, right? Her concern is she has all these knucklehead Oompa Loompas saying that they'll meet, but the virus, they don't get paid till next month. The check from Donald Trump isn't hitting for 10 days. Or I don't, whatever the excuse is why they can't meet, why they don't have the money now. So you saying that's very good. No, I'm selling it cheap now. So let's see what she says. The lowest side goes 310. So let's see. She put it at, very good. So we got her to drop it. You got her to drop it $100. So that's very, very good. We're easing, right? This is not about, we're going to say, the one magical, super duper, strong as steel, Illuminati line that's going to make everybody drop down to the price we need them to on the first time, no questions asked. It's not about that. As long as we're making progress, as long as we can get them, we get them down a little bit, we get them down a little bit more, we get them down a little bit more, we get them down a little bit more, and then we go from there. So you offered 100. She says, I'm selling it cheap now. Let's see. Now let's see what Mr. Brendan said. Woo! That's very good. No worries. I understand. It's just that I have to pay to get the Spectrum to release it for any carrier. So this is very good, Brandon. Brandon, this is very good, especially taking time off. This is not too bad. No worries. I understand. It's just going to have to pay. So he's using an excuse. Any excuse works. We've talked about this before. The excuse does not have to be good. They've done studies where people have used like dumb excuses, and the excuse doesn't even really matter. So the excuse is very good. Would you take any less than 380 if I met you today? So that's very good, Brandon. This is very good. She was a little bit, you could tell she went from like a level 1 to kind of a level 2. And because Brendan was far apart in price, she's at 380. He's at 100. He asked her if he could do any less. She says, I'll do 350. If you could come to Lake Winnie, I'll do 300. So Brandon, this is not too bad. You're negotiating. So this is very decent, especially for taking time off. Definitely willing to come to you. It's just that the XRs are a few. And the other thing he did is because he was far apart in price, he did a medium offer first, and then he did a soft offer. This is exactly how it's supposed to be. And you can see, don't take my word for it, look where the customer is. Brandon, in a very short period of time, got her to go from 480 to 380 to 350 to 300. So she came down 3 price points, and like, what's that, about 50%? I don't know. I'm not good with that stuff. But this is very good. This is very good. And this is why when you follow the outline, it's not going to work all the time, but it's about running the numbers here. Definitely willing to come to you. I like that a lot. The other thing is Brendan's not being too kind of needy with it. He's I've seen it sometimes where people they're a little bit too empathetic. And I kind of have a problem with this as well. We're almost like if someone feels bad, like I'll feel bad for them, but then I'll react emotionally to it, and I don't want that. I want to be aware of it, but I don't want to like react to it because then I'm actually falling into their frame. I want to be more solid. Definitely willing to come to you with just the XRs is a few generations old now and like the Spectrum. Would you do 120? Now let's look. Let's see what these are going for. Brendan, where did you appraise this item at?
Zell phone.
All right. You remember what he's paying for it?
Grade B, 200.
200. Okay.
You can check that if you want. I might have made a mistake, which happens, but I think that's what I saw.
Okay. Let's see. This is not the right one. Zilpho. Price sheet. Yeah, that's what I want. I'll pull this up. Maybe it's my internet. You guys know whose job it was to fix my internet, so we'll just leave it like that. 200? Yeah, 200, so 100's fair. Now, XR, I would consider an XR kind of like a, it's not really like a premium phone. We would definitely want to be making $100 on the newer phones, if not a little bit more, especially if you're getting these Pro Maxes. It's good to offer $300 less because you always get a percentage of people that will sell you the phone. I'd be happy on a phone like this, though, picking it up for like 130. I'd be happy on a phone like this picking it up for 130 because it's still even go to like – and Brendan, you're just starting back off. When I got started with this, I was making $50 profit on a phone. So I'd be okay coming up to like 140 just because it's still $60 in profit. An XR – not unlocked. It's a medium lower end phone, and it kind of gets the ball rolling. Once you got a ton of deals going, then we can push a little bit more, and then you could actually turn down deals. But if someone hit me up and they had an XR and I could pay 140 for it, I would pick it up for 140. I actually picked up a 6S Plus recently for like $35. And you guys know I'm the king of – no one likes making more on profit than me, maybe a few of you guys. I think a few of you guys absolutely love profit. Probably all you guys love lots of profit. Even you guys that are like pure souls can't resist a big profit deal. But it's like I picked that phone up for $35. I think I sold it for $98 on eBay. It was like $15 a ship. I made like 40. I made like exactly $50 on it for a 6S Plus. Guys, it was a 6S Plus. And even Aaron, who I've picked up a gazillion phones, guys, over the years, making big profit. If there's not that much profit, there's not that much profit to be made. So let's see. But let's see. We could get her down. Would you do 120? Oh, there it is. Brendan came up a little bit. Very good. The other thing that Brendan did that was good is he offered less. He offered room for him to negotiate, which is very good and making me nervous. Let's see. She says because of the virus. Now we're getting to the point with hold up, guys. Someone's trying to give Aaron some of that free money, guys. You want to give me some free money? Aaron will let you give me some free money. I like this. He's kind of being. I've had a ton of people want it, but they want me to hold on to it because of the virus. The panic is running real. Wash your hands, isn't it? Brendan, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Brendan's like he's being like playful with it. This is not bad. Wash your hands isn't that hard. This is very good. Now some people might not be good to say this with, but he calibrated it, and I think this is great. She's using exclamation marks to build and record. Definitely, if something changes, let me know. I can pawn it for more than that. So this is not bad. This is how I would have handled it, Brandon. So this is pretty good. I mean, this is very good, right? You put the offer, and she says this, but she might have to sit on this a little bit more. What's going to happen, Brandon, is if you're talking to everyone like this, which my guess is you are, you will start to build up, you will start to get people that will hit you up in a few days, in a week, in a couple weeks, because there is a percentage. First of all, there's a percentage of people that won't sell to us, even when we do everything right. That's why we got to run the numbers. There's a percentage of people that they think that they can get more for their phone than what it's worth. If you buy a house, you might buy the house, live in it for 10 years, and sell it for around the same price you paid for it, right? So people might think that they could do that for a phone. People might actually think that. People might think that. They don't, phones like very much depreciate in value. And she's not going to get this much at a pawn shop, and I'm sure if she goes to Eco ATM, she's going to get less. I could pull it up, but so she might have to sit on it for a little bit and see that. But this is very good. Also save people a hassle. I like staying in there. If I don't sell by Wednesday, I'll sell it to you for $200. So what I would have said is, tell you what, if you don't sell it by Wednesday, hit me up and we'll try to work out a deal. Okay. Because saying that would have enticed her to message you back more. It sounds like she just needs to sit on it for a little bit. No one's going to give her $250 for it. It's Spectrum. No one's going to give $250 for that. Let me go look it up. I want to count.
I was going to ask you, is it better to do your appraisals on eBay for reach outs or Zellphone, or does it matter either way?
So I will do both, because sometimes Zellphones pays very good. Sometimes he pays better, but sometimes he pays worse than eBay. So I always do both.
Okay.
Where's your device? I don't even know why I'm doing this. We know it's not going to be anything. No, it's not going to be anything. 64. Spectrum is Sprint. Does the device, are there any cracks anywhere? Woo! Eco ATM's paying $150. Look at that. But you could match that. If you needed to, you could match it. But she's not going to sell. No one's going to sell that to Eco ATM. They don't know what they're doing over there at Eco ATM. So let's see. So what we would have said here is, I'll sell it to you for $250. I'll just tell you what. You seem like a fair person. I'd love to do business with you. If you don't sell it by Wednesday, hit me up and we'll work out a deal. Something along the lines of that. Because when we say I can't, I'm sorry, her chances of hitting you up Wednesday go down. If you let her sit on it for a few more days, Brendan, she's not gonna sell this shit for $250. Okay, she's not gonna sell for $200. She's not gonna sell. Give her Zellphone's information. She would sell it for $200 at that point. She'd have to ship it in. So she's not going to sell it for $250. So she needs time to see that the market on these things, that is crap. It's nothing. That's how it is. So tell you what, if you don't sell by, tell you what, you seem like a fair person. If you don't sell by Wednesday, hit me up and we'll work something out. Or hit me up and we'll work something out that we can both be happy with. Because by doing that, that will entice her a little bit more to hit you up. And by Wednesday, what's going to happen, Brandon? She ain't fucking selling it. She's not going to have it sold unless someone comes in and works her down a little bit more. But the chances of someone your message negotiation is very good. The chance of someone communicating with her better than you is like, 0.5%, if less. So that's good. So that's that.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you got another one? Combo 2. So that's good.
This one was shorter.
Okay. We'll go through this one a little bit faster. But this is good. What I would say, Brendan, I'm buying the threads now. I'll be there in 20. Sounds good. Good.
Yeah, the thing that I've been seeing through the reach out method over the last few days is that people seem to be listing their phones usually $100 to $200 over what it actually sells for. And I've been having to get them down $300, sometimes even $400 on every single reach out, which is not easy to do.
I mean, I've gotten people down from the reach out like $500, $600 before. So it's if they've overpriced it, see, the market always pays what the market pays.
Yeah.
And when you got good negotiating, you pay a little less. But it's like, even if you got to get them down $200 to $300, everyone would have to get them down $200 to $300. So and a lot of people price it for more. Now, some people don't. You guys, I think, have seen me done lots of reach outs where people won't budge on price. Let's look at this. Is it yes? Okay, great. Do you know which carrier is unlocked from? Very good question. AT&T. I don't think that really matters. Okay, thanks for that. And it said, I like how you said thanks for that. Okay, thanks. And no, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you got to type it out. Okay, thanks. And yeah, I don't even know if we need to address that, to be honest with you. Just make okay, thanks for that. That's an okay, thanks for that comment. You're probably right. Would you do 500 for it if I made today with cash? So this is an 11 Pro, 64 gigabyte. Nope, sorry, no less than 300. What do you have this post for originally? Or 700, whatever it was.
Don't remember. It was more than 700. I do know that. Probably like 750 or 800, I'd say.
Okay. So get them down a little bit. No worries. I definitely want to buy it because I need one. I like that. You can't do. I would have said, would you do any less? You can't do any less. Would is like a little bit of more of a softer phrase. Would you do any less than 700 if I met you today? Question mark.
Okay. Yeah, I see that now.
I can take $20 off, 680. Just want to buy it. Did you appraise this? You wouldn't do 550 if I came with cash today? I like that. He said, okay, so you followed up. This is very good. This is a micro step. No, I'm sorry. Gotcha. Got confused. I really do want to buy it. I can't do less than 600. I understand. If anything changes, let me know. So I would have made the exit a little bit stronger. I totally understand. You have a great phone, Mark, and I'd love to buy it. It's just that I buy and resell, and I'd have to, and I got to make a little profit when I go to resell it. If you would, though, keep me in mind, and if something changes and you can't get the price you want for it, feel free to hit me back up. That way I'm being very professional. I use a line of intent. I'm making him feel good. And I want to make it when he comes back to me that it's very open. I want it to be very open that he can come back to me and don't worry about the price of it now. What's it, Abu? Don't worry about the price of it now, Abu. Just let me know when it comes back to me. We can work something out. I'd love to buy it, and I could probably come up a little bit. Maybe we could work something out in the middle that we'd both be happy with. To where it's kind of like, I want him to be like, all right, everyone else that hits him up is saying like an offer price with a question mark. They're not having any convo. Brendan's being very professional, so you will stand out like this. And if you do this, you will have people that will start coming back to you in 5 days, a week, half a week, a few weeks later that will sell you the phone. You're planting seeds. You're lining everything up. That's what you're doing here. But we want it to be when they can come to us. We want it to be that when they come back to us, it's easy for them to come back to us. So I'd say your negotiating is good. 50 reach out a day is good. The only thing that it's not an issue, but it's stopping you is you've only been back at this for 5 days now. So you're starting off from like the car's not moving at all. You're taking massive amounts of action, which is very good. 50 reach out a day is very good. But you got to stay with it. You got to stay with it. You got to run the process. And the other thing is sometimes you will go through 100, 200 people that are tough, but then you can run across 10 or 20 people where like half of them are like just down. Half of them are just down, but you just got to run the numbers. You've been running the numbers, but you just need more time. That's the only thing that's stopping you. Keep doing what you're doing. Your negotiating is very good. Stay with the process. Feel free to follow up with some of these good people. Like I might follow up with that girl because, oh, no, today's not Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. I might follow up with that girl tomorrow. And then as you're doing that, keep working on ads because you can make great money doing the reach out method. You can make, I made thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. I mean, I've just made a gazillion dollars with the reach out method. A lot of other people have as well, but you gotta, I posted a screenshot of, who was it? They made, but you gotta run the numbers and it can be painful. Like you got Aloha Electronics. He did the reach out method. This was a few days ago. He found a new supplier, made $640 in profit from the reach out method. But it's running the numbers. And sometimes it's you get a bunch of no's before you get some yeses. So stay with the process. Keep doing what you're doing, though. Most people will get discouraged. I don't think you will because you seem pretty solid. But you got to stay with the process. And it's not easy. And if you're starting over, it sucks, but that's what you got to do. You got to keep putting up ads. You got to stay with the process, and it can take time. But do this. You do this for a month, Brandon, and you'll have some very good momentum going. Especially you start to get more deals with, you start to get more things with ads, you start to get more leads with your ads because they've had a compounding effect and everything will kind of go up from there. So, but overall it's very good and you're taking the right amount of action. Most people don't take the right amount of action, but 50 reach outs a day is very good.
Yeah, it was when you do 200 and you don't get a phone from it, you start to think something's going, so you're not doing something right or, you know what I mean? And I guess I just needed kind of that affirmation that I was doing the right things, even though it probably wasn't perfect.
Okay, and it was good. If it was horrible, I would tell you. You guys have seen me yell at some people for some stuff just because they would post like the same problem and they wouldn't fix it when we gave them a solution. But no, your stuff's very good, Brendan. It's good. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. The month is coming around. So I'd make a goal. You stay with it for April. Do exactly what you're doing now for April. And I think you'll be very pleased with where you find yourself. You just got to keep running the numbers. It's not easy, but it works.
All right. Appreciate that.
No problem. Oh, today is Monday, says Sam. I thought today was Tuesday. I thought today was Wednesday, but then I thought it was Tuesday. Is it Monday? Yeah, I guess it is. It's Next Level's group chat. All right. Never mind, Brendan, about hitting her up tomorrow. You know what I mean.
I got it. I'll get her on Wednesday. You sure you haven't had a glass of wine, Aaron?
I might have. I might have had a couple shots.
There you go. That's even better.
Guys, I found this funny video on Facebook. And I tagged Anthony in it. And I tagged some other people. And it's like, oh, it's a funny video. But it's basically like, let me see if I can find this. Oh, God, it's so funny. So you guys want to see a funny video or you want to talk about? Okay, well, I guess let's get back to business. Sorry about that. So Aaron's got ADD just like he talks about with the customers.
Just don't get caught up in that Tiger King mess.
Say it again?
Don't get caught up in that Tiger King mess.
Okay. Guys, there's a video, and it's like the lady, and she's on TV, and she's making like an alcoholic drink, and she's like, we'll just do like a couple shots of vodka, but she pours like 5 shots. So the thing is like, it's a video, and it's like me during quarantine, and it's like, she's like a little bit of vodka. So, okay, you guys want to see it? I gotta show it to you guys. And then we're gonna answer some questions. Guys, I gotta show it to you guys. This is unbelievably funny. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just gotta show it to you. Okay. Oh, this is so funny. This has nothing to do with phone flipping. This is all right. I gotta show it to you guys. And then we're gonna get back. I just gotta show it to you guys. Okay, let's see. All right, let's turn this up.
Then I'm gonna put 2 shots of vodka, then 1 shot of vodka. Woo, it's gonna be strong. And a little bit of vodka. And I'm just gonna put in here just a hint of vodka.
Woo! Okay, so that's what I thought was funny. So, woo! Okay. Okay, so let's look at some other questions. So, okay. Reach out, man. We talked to Brandon. Levinsky. Mr. Levinsky has got a good problem. He says, how to respond to multiple leads when negotiating. That's a very good problem to have, Levinsky. I see you're moving up with the problems. That's a very good problem to have. Very good problem to have. Very, very, very good problem to have. So what I do is I start with one platform and I go through all the leads. So usually it's Craigslist, or if they respond through like a paid ad through a text, because text is always the easiest. It comes through from text, and I don't have to open up an app. So usually when it's time to get to work, I open up and I start responding to all the Craigslist ads. And I start from the most recent one and I work my way down. And then as I'm working my way down, usually people will start responding. So I'll send the response to this one, then respond to this one, the response to this one, the response to this one, and person number one responded. So when they respond, their buying temperature is higher. So I don't want to, the strategy is not I'm going to respond to all 50 leads and then go through it from top to bottom. No. When someone starts to respond, they're hot. They're in the ether. We got their attention. So we're going to stop. I'm going to stop responding to leads and go back and start working on the top lead that responded. I'll respond to lead number 2. And then lead number 3 responds. So I'll respond to lead number 3. Then I'll respond to lead number 6 and then lead number 7. Lead number 2 responds back. Stop at lead number 6, go back and respond to number 2. As people start responding, we want to start following up with them. Because when we send them a message and they send something back to us, they're hot. They're in the zone a little bit. Not a little bit, they're in the zone. We're moving them through RWOCM. There's momentum that's built up through that, so I need to move through the process with them. And I want to keep that going. Very, very, very important to do. So I'll do that through like all of Craigslist. And then if I get through all of Craigslist and no one's responding, and if I haven't set up any deals, then any platform, go through Marketplace. And I'll do the same thing with Marketplace. And I respond to first lead on Marketplace and then second lead. And then, I'm at the second lead and Craigslist hits me up again and a lead from Craigslist, stop, responded to Craigslist. So that's the strategy. We don't want to get through like all 50 leads, one response, and then, look, these 20 people message us back, so then respond to all those 20 people. And then, 18 people, and then respond to all those. No. When someone starts responding, we need to start responding to them right away. That's how this works. When someone starts responding, we want to start responding to them right away. That's how this works because it builds up the momentum. And as you guys know from the script video, as you go through RWOCM, those momentum that's built that helps you close the deal. We want to keep the momentum going. I've been driving before in like a hot deal, and plenty of times I've pulled over just to respond to a message because I want to be able to think. I want to be able to be fully concentrated and make sure if I do a couple things that are off, most of the time it won't kill the deal, but it could slow it down if I don't remember something or my response isn't as potent, isn't as direct, isn't as micro-calibrated as it could be. So I'll pull over just so I can put all my attention on, all right, what are the best words that I could say to close this deal? What are the absolute best words to say? So that's how I handle that, Levinsky. That's what I recommend. But a very good problem when you have a lot of leads. Very, very good problem. Alex, Sam, getting confused with everyone. So let's see. Hey guys, I feel like I'm just back and forth between leads and they are not able to respond quick enough. Okay, so we answer that. That's a good problem though. That's how we move it up. And just so we're on the same page, guys, this business is about you making your fucking money. You don't have to respond to everyone. If you get a bunch of leads, and this is the goal, that everyone gets a bunch of leads, it's okay if you don't respond to everyone. You have no obligation to respond to everyone. It doesn't really matter. If me and Levinsky call a car dealership and they don't call us back, we might feel a certain way about the car dealership. We might not necessarily, we might remember that if we go to buy a car 5 years from now. You don't have to be like that with message negotiation. Have Half the time I'm on a rented account, so I'm a new person anyway. But the person that's scrolling through Craigslist, if they text me, the chances of them remembering my phone number is like 0.5% if I don't respond to them because I'm busy picking up other phones. Or because I hit my quota for the day and I want to go to the park, I want to go out to eat, I want to eat too much ice cream, I want to go to the movies, I want to get a massage, I want to get my eyebrows waxed, I want to go clubbing, right? So you don't worry about any of that. Now, this was not a question that you asked, Levinsky, but I know that other people have brought this up over the years. So just so we're on the same page with this, you don't owe anyone an explanation for anything. This is about you making your money. So you do what you need to do. And if every now and then someone gets a little aggravated, oh, I texted you yesterday and you didn't text me back, blah, blah, blah. Well, you could always say, I'm completely, if they were mad and they were a level 3, yeah, text me back, fuck wrong with you, blah, 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 blah. We could remember that, oh, they're a level 3. So if we're real empathetic, there's a chance they could feel bad, like we talked about in the beginning of the group chat. And knowing this alone could help us close the deal even more with everything else being the same. So if we wanted to, you could always say, oh, I'm completely sorry about that. I must not have seen it come through. Just had a lot going on yesterday, but listen, I appreciate you texting me. I actually need more iPhone 7 Pluses. Do you still have the phone for sale? Them? Yeah, I still have it for sale. Fantastic. Any problems with it? And then, wham, bam, we're back in the convo, moving through the script as always, and we're getting it done. So, Levinsky, you got some white teeth there, man. It's woo! Levinsky's got some nice teeth. Reminds me of my guy David Magner. David Magner's got some nice teeth too. But does that make sense, man? Mike said, "What's daily profit goal for Aaron?" Guys, it's $500 is the daily profit. But it can like, it's just weird. It's like, I'm making $100,000 a year in profit. That's what I made in profit the last 2 years phone flipping. So that's really only like $300 in profit. I'm just kind of aware of it now. Also, I got, like, if you guys have seen my Facebook story, the last couple months I've had additional income coming in, so I will use that and factor it into it. So, if I make a couple $100 for the day from the other thing, it's, instead of picking up, 3 phones for the day, I might just pick up 1. Like, I'm really big on profit now. I'm trying to make just big, well, that's what I say, but then I pick up a 6S and make $50. So that's what I say, but I just have a problem turning down free money. Right? Don't listen to what Aaron says, listen to what he does. And I guess if Aaron makes $50 on a 6S Plus, but it's like, I'm pushing harder now for more profits. Like, I had a phone come through the other day. It was like a middle grade phone that I could have closed him at $70 in profit, but I was pushing for $120 in profit, and I actually didn't get the deal. He ended up selling it to someone else. But that's a good thing, right? Guys, don't ever feel bad for losing deals because you're trying to squeeze profit out. Look at me. Don't ever feel bad for losing deals because you're trying to squeeze out profit. That's what's supposed to happen. There's been deals that I've lost where I would have easily bought it and I would have made like 130 or 180, but I was trying to make 200 and 220, and I didn't get the deal because I was trying to maintain the profit on that. I've lost lots of deals like that, but I've also closed lots of deals where I made $200-300 in profit. And what happens is when you lock one of those down and they become a supplier, you stack up money like no one's business. The first time I did this was with this guy at Google Pixels. Talked about this with Anthony, and we worked it out where I was making $300 a phone. He sold me 2 phones. The first time we met up, he sold me 2 phones. I made it was around 280 to 300 profit per phone. I think I told him, I gave him the whole talk. I guys, the next level. I buy these for a living. If you get any more of these, please hit me up. If I didn't do that, he might not have hit me up. He hit me up, I think it was that night, or it was that night or the next day. He had like 6 more. I went and picked up 6 more. Like $1,800 in fucking profit. Then a few days later, he hit me up with 10. $3,000 in profit on one transaction. A few days later, he hit me up with 10. Me and this guy ran. It was only for a couple of weeks and he stopped getting them. But on my one stretch, my bank account grew $10,000 fucking dollars in about a 2-week period from one fucking person. Because I had the guts to offer a little bit less. And I had the lead flow and the consistency to be okay losing some deals that I couldn't squeeze out for. And I've had a few people like that. People ask me, Aaron, how'd you go from dead broke to in a year and a half? And I was dead broke. Bank of America overdraft letters were in the mail all day, every day. In a year and a half, I stacked up $100,000 that sits in my checking account. It was sitting there in my checking account. That comes from having lead flow consistency, but low ball. And the best thing, let me give you guys a tip, and then I got to go because I got someone coming over to do my eyebrow threading because I have you guys see I have a thing popping out there that's thicker than any hair on my body. You guys see that? It's the one hair right there. Once you get this going again, if you're making $2,000 to $5,000 a month in profit, the best thing that you could do for your business that has the least amount of effort is start offering $50 to $80 less per item you get on the high-end items, and on the low to medium ones, $20 to $30 less. It's the absolute best thing you could do. Trust me on this. You're going to be a little uncomfortable doing it. You're going to be a little bit nervous doing it. But I remember on Brenda came on. She talked about how she was making $50 to $100. She listened to Anthony, me, everyone else. She started offering less. Now it's very common for her to make $100, $120, $150 profit a phone. If that's where anyone here is on this now, the next thing to do, and if it's an iPhone XR, you're not going to be able to do it. But someone hits you up with some Pro Maxes, laptops, high-end laptops, the next thing to do, offer $20 to $80 less. Offer 20. You're going to be nervous. That's good. Growth usually comes from being uncomfortable. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Just trust me on this. Brenda made $200 in profit on one today. Now, Brenda, were you a little nervous when you made that lowball offer? I mean, that's Brenda, and Brenda's so sweet. Like Brenda, I just feel like Brenda's like the sweetest person I've ever talked to or communicated with. Oh no, Brenda's not even nervous. Okay, never mind. See, guys, forget 120 to 150. She made $200 in profit, and she's not anymore because probably she just kept making the offer over and over again. Brenda says she used to be. That's how it works, guys. Guys, trust me on this. And listen, don't think about it. Just do it. Ooh, maybe I should. No. I'm telling you. The next time leads come in, offer a little bit less. Offer a little bit less. That's why, even though Brandon was getting started, and usually when you get started again, it's better to just pick up phones and make $50, $80 if you need to. I loved how Brandon made it, even on kind of that medium phone. He did it. He started off where it would have been $100 in profit. I mean, that's great. That's great. This is great because you can always go up when you have good negotiating. You can sense when they're desperate for the money, says Brenda. Brenda, go get paid. Guys, don't let me stop you. Shoot. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get going. It was great hanging out with you guys. It was good. I hope answering some of the questions. Brendan and Levinsky, thank you guys for asking me the questions because it fulfills. And usually when someone has a question, other people have questions as well. So usually it's almost always very beneficial for multiple other people. I got to get going, guys, but thanks again, and you guys have a great day. Bye for